Wobei es aber auch halt verständlich ist, weil die ist ein Exorzist. The rumors about him weren't an exaggeration, then the least. If anything, they didn't exaggerate enough. Third, his actions since the war have made him very popular in the Republic. Until now, we feared that Calvert will use the Supreme Leader as an excuse to invade, but the tower changed everything. They know as little about it as we do, so of course they would be hesitant about approaching us. Well, that's the right move. Playing this card has no downside for them. I don't doubt that as soon as they have a grasp of the situation, they'll use it as an excuse to intervene and claim Crossbell as their own. I fear my only option may be to request both the Republic and the Empire's aid after all. No. Oh, grandfather. The lives of the entire continent are on the line, we don't have much choice. But doing so would cement Crossbell's status as a country unable to handle crisis within its own borders. It'd kill its chains of repentance for good. It's almost an impossible choice to make. Knowing where the next target will be works to the Republic's advantage as well. As does knowing that, while it's an important military base, it can be rebuilt with ease, unlike Juno. The deadline is also generous enough to give time to evacuate civilians in the vicinity of the blast. Sure, preparations are already underway. Also to say that even if the worst should happen, Calvert will walk away with minimal damage at most. Lucky son of a bitches. Here we are thinking things would get easier after that sly old fox they had before 23 was out of the picture. The delay could still work in our favor. It might mean we've bought enough time to take care of the tower ourselves. I'll take half a day more over nothing at all. It wouldn't bust out of the champagne over that just yet. Agreed, there are reports that there are far few sour souls chasing the city now compared to when it was first occupied. Only one other place they'd be. So the bulk of them are defending the tower then. Maybe they figured the city would be liberated again from the start. Surely not. Actually, after all that's happened so far, anything is possible. I'd lean toward it personally. Our foe's really goal was unveiling this giant weapon all along. But at this point, just who is our foe? Sounders thought Elysium itself has a will of its own. That's right, it needs an administrator. The answer is whoever ousted me from that position and took it from themselves. And all this has continued unabated, even after Supreme Leader's demise suggested it wasn't him. Wouldn't have been the most obvious answer. He would have been. Our options otherwise are very few. Rean hat schon jemanden im Kopf, ne? I'll be honest, I'm not sure this is something Calvert and Rabonia's army can solve. Don't think so easy. The tower is capable for more destructions than even the past war is left unchecked.
I won't let that happen. Maybe whoever this is really thinks they're on some noble pursuit to bring eternal peace. But if you have to hold the entire continent hostage to maintain it, then how the hell is that true peace? How is that going to unite us? It's not going to unite anyone. We've worked too hard for this. I won't let this vice grip they think they have stop us from crossing the finish line.
Well said.
That's our Yuna.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We've stood up when knocked down 100 times. This is just 101. Because no matter how high the barrier, it'll never be enough to stop us.
Right. And all of us from Thor's will be right there to help you get over it. No, it's not just for you. I want things to go back to normal for myself just as much. I want to see a brighter tomorrow. And I want to see it together with the people I care about.
Rean.
Yeah, we're right there with you.
Liberal's here to support you all we can too.
Crossbell and Erebonia are neighbors, yes. But it's more that we've overcome enough as a team that we would never back out now.
Yeah, teamwork's made the dream work enough times before. So why wouldn't we help?
We, of course, are also here for you.
Damn, do you guys love these cute speeches. I'd bust one out too if I had one to give.
Yet for all we have on our side, there are still limits to what we can do. The real key to our success is her.
True. As long as Elysium plays such a large role, its former administrator is going to make or break this.
She's the best. Perhaps the only hope we have of seeing tomorrow.
Your name is Lapis, right? I hate to put this kind of pressure on you, but we're absolutely going to need you in this upcoming operation. Will you help us?
No.
What?
I said I'm not helping you.
You did not just say no.
Geil.
Read the room, Lapis.
That's how our girl is. She doesn't let anyone push her into doing what she doesn't want to.
It's not like we're bossing her around over something trivial.
She can't go, screw you guys, I'm out of here when the stakes are this damn high!
Are you saying no because you only want to help your friends?
No. I'd say the same thing to them. I'm not helping anyone. Because I'm the one who needs help. Elysium is at the center of everything that's plaguing the continent. That means, as its former administrator, I have a duty to set things right. I wish to make this very clear. This isn't your problem that I'm saving. This is my problem that you're saving. So please, I need you to help me. Way to turn it around, LP.
She is technically correct.
Does that technically matter?
Yes, it's a very important distinction.
She's more of a character than you led me to believe, Ian. Believe me, I'm just as surprised at how much she's grown. Her friends have no doubt played a vital part in that. This is so geil. Wirst du uns helfen? Nein. Can't argue with that logic. The distinction works in our favor too. We're here as friends, but as Erebonians, we can't officially interfere in Crossbell's affairs at the moment. That was the back of some of our minds when we agreed to step in. It was, but we're past the point where we can claim this only involves Crossbell. All of our lives are at risk here. We want to help, but we didn't want to choose this affects as much as it does Crossbell. Crossbell, Erebonia, Liberal, it's everyone's problem and all across the map. That's a lot of people when you think about it. Yeah, but all across the map's right. And we'll need everyone we can to get to help Lapis and overcome this. Estelle and Joshua never turn away a helping hand when they needed it. Source never turns them away either. Nor did CSSS. And we won't turn them away now. Exactly. What just happened? Are you ignoring me? No, you've helped everyone feel like a team, that's all. Good girl, I'm so proud of you. I don't get why. I'd like to turn our discussion to what our present objectives should be. Lapis, how exactly should we go about stopping the tower? While Elysium came to be through the orbital network and spirit veins, it existed in an entirely stagnable state, so retaining control over it would normally be impossible. Right now, though, it existed in physical form through the tower's central terminal. This much is very clear to me now that the signal jamming is gone. In other words, right now we have a chance. Does this form make it possible for you to reinstate yourself as administrator? As long as we can reach the tower center and I can wire myself directly to it, yes. Do that, both the tower and the divine lightning should cease to function. Then we have our mission. One that's a lot easier said than done. The tower soldiers are going to be difficult enough to pass, and then the tower itself is built like a fortress. It's also worth noting that it's being protected by some sort of barrier while it draws new energy. Its mana is so dense that I doubt even railway guns could break it. Is it durable? I fear it would be something like that. Before we can even think of teleporting inside, we need to take care of that barrier. But we don't have anything stronger than the railway guns and crossbows, so even if they aren't up to the task. Let's not forget that the tower side sits over a lake. We have on Mechabath hidden and ready for use, but it isn't going to be easy to get to the Azure Tree was. Not with our enemy being armed to the teeth. My Mechabath is undergoing repairs in Erebonia with the Courageous too, so that's one out. Couldn't taken care of it, we had our Divine Knights. But unfortunately we're gonna be facing one instead of the top of everything else. Going to be something we can do though.
And that something lies with me.
Ah. What the hell? Oh, die Ding, Alter. Angie George. Wait. Wieder? Good to see you all as always, Emma. Of course she decided to swoop in right as I was discussing how to overcome a new overpowering weapon. You don't always have to make a show of coming in to save the day, Vida. Oh, because you've never done it 1,000 times yourself, grandmother? Just couldn't afford to stay away knowing the societies the professor mainly is involved. As the rest of Source is getting in on protecting the beautiful ladies of Zemuria from this new threats, and how could I skip out? If I get it on this action, I might get on that action, know what I mean? If only we didn't, you look Velcro. Same to you guys. I thought you were still in Altaria, Father Thomas. War klar, dass sie nochmal alle auspacken. Mean your ever-reluctant superiors realize they can't leave this to chance? You would be correct, even they can't ignore a broadcast so damning. I see the SSS has been very busy. Hopefully I can give congrats once I'm back in Crossbell. Hold on to that congrats, our work's not done yet. You've been conducting an independent investigation of the Empire from what I've heard. It's a request of none other than the Prince himself here. Maybe we are unable to mobilize the Imperial army, but there's a way to catch the enemy unawares, even if it involves an element of luck. If it works, however, you'll be able to get inside the tower. Really? What's the way then? Please, my dear, and spoil the surprise? That and I rather don't think we can afford to be too cautious with Elysium. Smart of you, we can't rule out them being able to listen in on us somehow. What a horrific possibility. Well, shall we get to work on our operation? You're willing to support me in that endeavor, of course, Commander Biles and Toba. But never turn that down. You have until it hits 17 hours to pull this off. This time is of the essence. Let's begin at once. Prince Oliver, Commander Biles and Toba began ironing out the details on how to enter the tower. The assault team comprised of the SSS, Class 7 and Rufus Party led them to be prepared for this grand battle. Bitte sag mir, dass ich alle nehmen kann. Ich habe keinen Bock, wieder alle umzusatteln, jedes Mal, wenn ich sie brauche. And the best use of the time would be to rest and recharge while touring the newly liberated Crossbell. Ah, okay. Jetzt können wir dann erstmal mit allen labern und den ganzen Scheiß. Die Frage ist, als wer? It's going to be our last chance to prepare, but we've got no less than a half a day left. Only going to be so much that we can do. The bulk of the responsibility right now is with the commander and the others who are formulating a plan either way. Yeah, but we're still responsible for preparing for the fight we're gonna be doing once we're here in the tower. I'd like to tour the region and see how everyone is doing while we can too. Like said, Elisa got her hands on from the Rheinfall company should help us there. I'll explain the basics of riding them later on. Thanks. Hat er eine Brille auf? How long you've been carrying those glasses around, by the way? Yeah, I thought my mask would draw too much attention than walking around the city. This guy plans for everything. Shall we meet again here? Just before separation is scheduled to begin then? Do all you want to now so that you may face what comes next without regrets. Huh? Makes sense, I guess. We shouldn't be getting too friendly with them. Wait, Lord Rufus. Can I help you, detective? You look like you have something to say. Oh, I do. Thinking about it, this is our first time speaking since the Pantagruel before the war. Now that you mention it.
Think of it as my personal apology to you for Operation Birdcage. We will be recalling our troops from Michelin as well. Why don't you enjoy yourselves there one last time?
I'd like to thank you for the consideration, though not half as much as I'd like to deck you in the face.
Yeah, if you're hoping to try and make good on what you said, then I would not be opposed to humoring you. But I wouldn't have thought there were better ways to use what precious little time we have left to us. I happen to agree. That's why I think it would be fruitful for you to travel around Crossbell with us. It's not possible to change the past, but during the upcoming operation we will be fighting on the same team. Time we spend preparing together, the easier I think we'll find to back one another up if things get too icy. What do you say? Huh? Lloyd? Hehe. We share Lloyd's view on the matter. I can't deny there's bad blood between us, but the stakes are too damn high here to be petty. Far from me to second guess our leader. Haha, that's Lloyd for you. Always look at the big picture. You've got a hand on it to the guy. I'd like to come along too. The rest of my classmates have their own preparation to make, so they won't be joining us, but we'll have to learn as much as we can in their place. We've been going around separately until now, so you all need to see how everyone else fighting. Fights? Yeah. Even putting all of the sides, there's something I want you to see. I want you to see the strength of Crossbell's people. Witness how even in times of hopeless as these, we never give up. You've come. Some just should pass? Schutzpaar? Was zur Hölle ist das? Warte, ich hab doch da einen Übersetzer da auf dem Handy. Ich hab keine Ahnung, was das ist, Mann. Warte mal, können wir uns mal einen Text eingeben? Warum ist da alles auf Japanisch? Achso, ja, ich habe Japanisch eingestellt, weil ich was übersetzt habe. Deutsch. Nee. Englisch. Schutz? Paar. Schutzpä. Was ist denn diese Schutzpä? Love him or hate him, you have to admire Cohens Schutzpaar. Was? What the fuck, Alter? Ich hab keine Ahnung. Warte, kurz Pause. Okay. Okay, ich hab's gefunden. Wenn du so jemand sagst, er ist ein Schutzpaar, das heißt, er bewundert den Fakt, dass du nicht, dich nicht fürchtest davon oder nicht, dass du nicht peinlich berührt davon bist, solche Sachen zu sagen. Also was andere Leute überrascht oder schockt oder anwidert. Auf Englisch halt, if you say someone is a Schutzpaar, you mean that you admire the fact that they are not afraid or embarrassed to do or say things that shock, surprise or anyone annoy other people. Oh scheiße, jetzt habe ich ein Programm aufgemacht. Das muss ich erst schließen, bevor ich weitermachen kann. Fuck. Wobei, ich muss ja gar nicht. Ich kann nicht hier weitermachen. Very well, I see no reason to refuse. Yeah, we got to hang out with RX again. Where's RX? Risha? Who's RX? Risha maybe? I didn't know you knew them. Ah, ja, das war ja zu der... It's a funny story. We met not that long ago. I'm part of a secret assassins club. What? Like we need any more crazy kids.
Yes? I'm all ears if there's something you want to say.
Essen.
Your name is Lloyd Bannings, right? I think it was you after all. Who was what?
Did he do something?
I performed one last prediction of the future, just before control of Elysium was stolen from me. And that briefly showed me someone who I think was you.
Wait.
Is something going to happen to him? Please, don't worry. I didn't see a vision of him dying or anything. What I saw was very fragmented. So I can't be sure exactly what it meant. But I feel as though it was telling me that you are the only one capable of unraveling the truth behind all of this.
Me?
Yes. You are the only one who fulfills all of the conditions. But all I saw was this possible future's conclusion. I didn't see what steps would lead up to making it happen.
Sure wish we had a few more details to go on.
But that's a hard story to ignore given Elysium's ability to predict the future.
Okay. I'll keep what you said in mind. Thanks for telling me, Lapis. I'm sure we'll need all the help you can give once this whole thing kicks off, too.
I thought I told you that this is my problem that you're saving? You're helping me.
So you did.
Na, wir sind off then. Unsere preparations are complete. We need to assemble on the tower's rooftop. Yeah, so let's make sure that when we do, we're heading out with no regrets. Right. Ah, mehr Tower-Dinger. Ich wollte eigentlich nichts mehr machen, weil ich hoffte, dass wir jetzt ans Ende kommen. Ich meine, mehr Trails-Spiele sind schon cool, aber... Boah, was ist jetzt los? Achso, wir sind da nie hingekommen, ne? Ich habe einfach zu viele Spiele. Something must have happened. Maybe we should go and look when we get the chance. Final preparations period. At this time you can explore the entirety of Crossbell with certain party members. Your party will remain in town, so you're welcome to seek them out for a chat. Unlike when traveling in town with a limited party, all party members can be used highways or in dungeons. Open the party menu upon entering highway or entering a dungeon and choose your active party members. Rufus Covered Shades. Warum haben wir die ganzen SS-Fuzis da? Was soll der Scheiß? Reach the rooftop when ready. Was ist los? Father Thomas. Oh, eigentlich hätten wir noch so viel Zeug, aber... Ich habe halt leider andere Spiele nicht unbedingt gespielt. Scheiße. Was geht hier ab? What are you up to, Emma? Is this a ready to use a dance? It is, we were just investigating the effects of its curse-like power. Ellie and I bumped into them while patrolling around the city. I was also looking into how the citizens are faring as I was following the flow of the septum veins. Brainwashing has mostly vanished now that the Supreme Leader has been removed and the mask has been destroyed. It's a relief to her. I'm more worried about how you're doing. Has the assimilation phenomenon gotten any worse since the last time we spoke? No, it's not a problem for now at least. I can still control my power too. It's really all because you face off with your doppelganger? Nothing like this happened to Rufus. What got me so confused? Not only did that other Rean appearance bug me, but there was something off about him. He was bizarrely lifelike. Can't shake the feelings that he wasn't just a copy. Why would Rean be a special case? There has to be something to it. Imagine it because he has the key role when it comes to the tower, but I couldn't say anything beyond that. Alice, I agree that there's something ominous at work that we're missing. Whoever this imposter is, we'll have to face him. Eventually, he's going to block our path. And when we do, we'll have to fight not just to save Rean, but the entire world. Yeah, no pressure. We did manage to overcome even the Great Twilight. We can do this. Anything about your condition has changed, you had better tell us. Don't worry, I will thank everyone. Listen to you all, as such Rean as ever. Again, here I'm helping to save the world too. Life sure is strange. Hey, see, or Crow, I suppose. Neither of us can afford to die out there. We keep living for the sake of our lost comrades. There's still a lot of sins to atone for. You're preaching to the sister. I already died once, so I know I'm not going to waste my second chance. Let's get this done and make our old friends proud. Kenn ich dich? Johanna. Hello everyone, Speaker McDowell is in the middle of a conference in the Civic Center. Can't help with that, of course, but I did want to do something for him, so I came to buy an Carib tomato shake. Considerate of you. Sure, he must give you and Helmer no end of grief, but I feel better knowing he has you in his corner. So please keep looking out for him. But of course, I'm praying for your safety too. Boah, jetzt haben wir halt Millionen Charaktere in der Stadt, mit denen wir reden können. Halt, ich wollte was machen. Settings. Kann ich das hier jetzt umstellen? Sorry, ich habe echt keinen Bock mehr auf das ganze Gelevel. Hey, ich dachte, sie ist woanders. Warum bist du jetzt hier? Did what? It must be hearing things because it sounded like you just said you went to North to follow up a lead about the missing prince. That's why you skipped the signing ceremony and you're out of your mind. I'm sorry, the info was sensitive, so I couldn't risk telling anyone. My bad, didn't mean to worry you so much. But thanks to that, I got tons of leads on the ADF movements in Erebonia and up-close coverage of Prince Oliver's Scoopska. Not that we'll be able to publish much of it. I'm just going to cut my losses. I know better than to try to rein you in. Oh, come to think of it, I read everything that you published in the special issue. An article with impact. Yeah, I've got pride as a journalist too, you know. I just did what I could. Had to write for the special issue, help with the liberation operation, and do a lot of location coverage. Neatly beat. Come on, there's the Crossbell times fire in your belly. You guys are killing it. Well, and the next special issue should be real gem. Did you just say next special issue? Hey, it just so happened Prince Oliver has a few tricks up his sleeve, so we're going to have more work to do. Up at him rains. We've got to scope out the perfect spot to take photos and footage from him. I mean, I did hear from one of my contacts that he was up to something, but I didn't think that led to me doing coverage. Wait, we're going now? Best not to enter. Ach, stell dich nicht so an jetzt. Ich sollte aber wahrscheinlich schon mal wieder in den Trace-Korridor gehen. Fuck, Alter, und ich dachte, wir sind jetzt voll am Ende. ich täusche mich bei sowas immer. Warum denke ich überhaupt noch drüber nach? Oh, da sind die anderen. Hi there, guys. Looks like you're gearing up for the operation too? Yeah, we're just doing some rounds while we're at it. Are we making adjustment to the orbital gear? That's right, we've even got some help from Alisa's mom. Orbital gear is strong, sensible, I give it 82 points. Doesn't mean you much if you don't tell us what it's based off of. So you're that autonomous Rosenberg doll I've heard about? What a fascinating existence. Alter, was ist denn manchmal los? I'd love to take a part and examine you piece by piece. I appreciate if you would refrain from frightening her. Yeah, I was just throwing it out there. I already have a bunch of automata for testing purpose, so we can always talk about her another day. Oh boys, this lady doesn't quit. Theo told me she was stubborn, but wow. Come on, Mom. Alright, the professor is aware of just how vital you are for this operation, so she won't do anything. We've got plenty of other things to worry about right now. Like the orbital gear, right? No, it's been tuned to perfection. It should be able to operate about 120%. Installed an escape system, this is even of an emergency, upping pilot safety by 285 points. And part of the update monitoring systems that now tracks the pilot's vital signs. So, did you mean yes then? I don't really understand the fine details, but it sounds like you've gone above and beyond that. In such a short amount of time to boot. Well done, Professor Russell. Tita should be good to go thanks to you. No, she's not. Tita, please think this over. I'm fine with you having a helping hand on the operation, but it's necessary for you to be on the team storming the tower. No, you've been to the hell and back before, but you're still a normal girl. You're my girl. Professor. So that's what she meant. Curse her, Mom's not gonna agree to all this. You're wrong, Mom. Tita? You should see me for who I am better than anyone else. I'm a full-fledged engineer, one with the power to stand with my friends and fight. And what if the next target ends up being Liberal? Don't you see, Mom, I have to go and do my part, because I have the power to do my part. Tita. I know my choice is scaring you to death. During the 100 Days War 15 years ago, you saw how much Liberal suffered under Imperial occupation. Awful as it was, it helped you realize the kind of engineer you want to be. You and Grandpa developed military airships to help Liberal stand strong, even after the war. You traveled the continent to help those in need. It meant you weren't home all that often, but you were doing what was right. Just where did you all hear of this? Nowhere, I learned it all by watching you. And just like you, the world around me has helped me realize what kind of path I want to take. Need you to see me off, though. See me as off of a embark of the path I believe to be right. There's no changing your mind once you've made it up. It's cute, but it's a pain. Must have gotten it from your dad. You win. I see you off, but only if you listen to this one piece of advice. No matter what happens, don't give up until the very last moment. I know you can do this. You're my daughter, and I love you with all my heart. Oh, Mom, I love you too. Thank you. And here's a prototype of a death beam gun. Take some stun grenades while you're at it. Things start to go south in the tower. Take our cherry top and let his corpse pave the way to your survival. Mom, you're scaring me. Like clockwork. All's well that ends well. It seems I'm happy Tita got her mom to recognize her skill and passion. It's a big relief, yes. So is she okay with her going or not? Haha, you're so cute, LP. It's an amazing mother-daughter duo, aren't they? Yeah, but I think you and the chairman make quite a pair too. She gave you full authority on this, right? That's not as grand as you're thinking. She just said it in her usual clip-it manner. Use whatever Reinford has that you want, but hey, she said it, so I'm going to do it. Do whatever is in my power as a daughter of the Reinford family. You're amazing. Hey, we'll be counting on you then. VGF also thanks you for the weapons and orbital boats provided. I'm just happy to do what I can to help. The future belongs to all of us, so we need to work as a team to get it back. I couldn't agree more. Then let's continue our side of the preparations.
It's my turn.
It's my go.
Yeah, it's my turn.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Hä? Achso, ich habe nur die. Kann ich ihn da einfach reinschmeißen?
Going for it. Let's go. It's my turn.
Much I don't like how we war helped evolve Redmond's military tech. This turbulence, we can't leave anything off the table. You have the company's full support. We'll be as well equipped for the infiltration as we can possibly be. Granting me full authority over the company, might as well make the most of it. Ja, aber ich hätte gern... Dass sie auch mal einen Moment mit Marine hat oder so. Das ist doch... Für was wähle ich das am Anfang eigentlich aus, wenn es eigentlich nichts passiert? Ah, die anderen zwei... Sind nur wer? Nee. Die Vivi. Und der Rex. Hey, Rean, you guys keep busy out there? What's up? Things have been pretty wild ever since the Liberation mission ended. If no, you were in town, but you had no idea you were coming too, Vivi. Did you rush here after the city was liberated? Bingo! Linda and I hitched a ride with Duke and his crew. Expanded my travel papers as a special correspondent for the Imperial Chronicle. Plan is to cover the tower operation with Rex. Wow, you've really hit the ground running. Getting access isn't hard since everything happened in Crossbell has a direct effect on what happens in Erebonia. Gives me the chance to dust off my war photograph of jobs and take another future from front cover shot. Be sure to capture the moment you guys save the day, so make it a real banger. You won't disappoint. I know that together with the SSS we're going to put an end to this once and for all. You had better, and when you get back, call dibs on the first interview with your friend in sunglasses and his cute dolly. Oh, someone's popular. Yeah, adopt anything I could tell you would be fit for publication. Not sure why you would interview me, but I don't think there's a future where I'm in an article either. Don't sweat the deeds, nobody knows what the future will bring. Yeah, no need to rush a decision right now, keep in mind, and we'll take it over after you all get back from the being heroes. Okay, da oben waren wir, hier haben wir jetzt eigentlich auch alles, da drin ist eigentlich nichts. Oder? Achso, doch, da waren wir ja. Also da war was, aber wir brauchen es nicht mehr. Der Typ rennt weiter durch die Gegend. Hä? Achso, Gott, da war ich ja, da bin ich hergekommen. Das ist das Hauptding, oder? Ja.
The citizens are relatively calm for being so close to a large, dangerous weapon.
It was like that with the Azure Tree, and the days leading up to the last war, too. I think they just get that it's better to focus on how they can help rather than panic.
Humans are strong in the most unexpected ways.
You said it.
Hier ist ja auch nichts, oder? Ich glaube, ich sollte auch schauen, dass ich mir vielleicht so Todesdinger hole. Noch ein paar. Die, wo wir das alles absetzen. Aber das hat ja bei der anderen eigentlich nicht geholfen, ne? Oh, die Ding! It's Patty, wasn't it? Thank you so much. I never expected you to get in contact with workshops in our partner stores in Arabonia. Don't mention it, too bad it wasn't able to get in contact with all of them. I want to help the department store and Cynthia as much as I could. Regardless, we are truly in your debt. Eric told me much about you, but now I see you how much initiative you gave. You think? Well, I'm glad we'll get the things done. Achso, war's auch schon. Da oben ist das ganze Zeug. Hast du nicht Schmuck verkauft? Nein. Evasion 3, Orange Cap. Exchange. Alter, ich hab halt nicht mal viel Kohle gemacht, Mann. Vielleicht muss ich doch mal in den Tower gehen und noch ein paar... War das ein Tower? Ne, eine Trace halt. Ist das nicht der Deutsche? Imelda. Antyk. So, you're Lapis, you're becoming more and more human-like. To come live with me if your friends ever get tired of you. I'll even give you my word not to sell you. Instead, you'll be the mascot of my shop. Oh, that's a generous offer. Don't fall for the LP. There's no telling what unscrupulous things she'll do to you. She'll treat you very well. That I would. So, care to cute a deal? Yeah, stop treating me like I'm a merchandise. Lapis gets final say, and if she's not for it, it's best to give up. Hey, how unfortunate.
Ooh.
Alter.
What'll it be?
Ach du Scheiße, was haben die alles? Evasion 5, Magic Evasion 25. Ach du Scheiße, Evergreen. Prevent Seal, Mutes, Status Down, Prevent KO, Revives Lapis. Das alle HP before KO. Ah, Breaks after one use. Das ist kacke. Still Blue. EP-Kosten minus 20. Ach du Kacke. Evasion plus 5. Magic Evasion plus 25. Das ist schon krass.
Come again.
Aber als ob ich die Kohle dafür hätte. Nee, da geht's hinter. Warum geht's dahinter? Grande Chessbar. Ah, da ist die Ding doch, oder? Sandra. Signs I've seen Eric getting passionate about something. Eric. Irgendwas mit Eric. Bist du Eric? Ja, du bist Eric. Scheiß auf Eric. Hotel Millennium. Schauen, wie es da drin ausschaut. Please, hi Eugene. See you. Risha, when did you get here? Just finished taking apart all the equipment the soldier brought in. Still a ton to do. They want to do this for a big show to raise more in anticipation of going to war with the neighboring nations. A little messed up, but I guess we were helping them? Everything from setting up the stage to getting the light effect, and now we gotta put it all back in place. I honestly don't have a clue why we did all that. No, so now we have to focus on our Dream of a Million Nights performance. Exactly. Dear God, rooting for you to do your part. Okay. Also hier ist auch nichts Besonderes. Arkansas Theater? Hä? Das sind die anderen. Da kommen wir auf die Bühne, oder? Wer bist du? Karelia. Okay, kannte ich nicht. So kam ich dahin. So dahin. Ich konnte mich doch irgendwie porten, oder? Oder musste ich rausgehen? Ah, da. Crossbell-Polizei Orchestra Tower. Cathedral. Morica Road. Ach du Scheiße. Warum soll ich zur Police Academy? St. Ursula Medical College, da interessiert's mich. Weil da ist ja die Ilya und die...
I'm so glad Murray pulled through. You must have been biting your nails the whole operation.
I knew her time wasn't up, but still. Yeah, I should pay her a visit since I'm here.
Dafür sind wir da, Mann.
Yes, because you just happened to be here.
Yep, and I'll just happen to make myself scarce to go say hi to everyone else.
Michette. Today Michette came all the way from Michelham Wonderland to see you, and she did not to show you all the most adorable dance you've ever seen. Everyone's welcome to join in, so if you can, come dance along with her. Hello everyone, I really wanted to see how everyone at the hospital was doing and come cheer you all up. You have to say the magic words. Let's shout them so loudly. And so make wishy with Mishy. Tio really is a hardcore fan, she didn't even flinch. It's good to see the Park Staff Cup. Okay. Ja. Wie die Tio halt einfach sofort dabei war. Keiner, wer du bist, interessiert auch keinen. Auch irgendwer. Da sind sie wahrscheinlich beide, oder? Old Man und Old Lady. Hä? Noch ein Stock höher? Oder schlafen die im Flur? Ne, da geht's raus, ne? Stimmt, da ging's ja nochmal weiter hinüber, ne?